Welcome back to the Before AGI podcast. We're diving into AI video generation today. It's a technology that's making waves like everywhere, creative industries, even beyond. We've got tons of stuff to look at, articles, research papers, even some YouTube videos. So yeah, get ready.
It's not just about making, cool videos, though. It's about all these new possibilities for storytelling, but with visuals.
Okay, so let's break this down. Imagine turning a written story, even a simple sentence, into a video, right?
Yeah.
That's text-to-video AI generation.
It's like taking imagination and making it visual.
It's like those AI image generators, but on another level.
Oh, yeah.
Does it use similar tech, but for video?
You're right on. Similar tech, but way more complex. It's not just like static images. It's making them move, transitions, time, all of that.
So how does it know how to animate to make it make sense?
This is where it gets interesting. One source, Curious Refuge, explains how image-to-video works. Instead of starting from nothing, you give the AI a still image, or a bunch of them, and it creates the movement between them. It brings them to life.
So it's more about making visuals dynamic than pure creation.
Exactly. More control and consistency because you're working with something already there, like stop motion, but with AI.
Makes sense. Are there companies doing this? Is it ready for the real world, or is it still, experimental?
It's definitely moving past experiments. Companies like RunwayML, they're a leader in this, have tools like Gen 3 that people are already using, filmmakers, creatives. It's getting real results.
RunwayML, they're behind a lot of the AI art we see, right? So they're doing video now.
Yeah. They're pioneers. Their tools are known for high-quality video, very cinematic.
Wait, cinematic quality? Really? What are we talking?
Curious Refuge actually shows an example. It's a video made with Minimax, another AI video company, and they upscaled it with Topaz Video AI. The detail is amazing, wrinkles, skin pores, even individual hairs. It's all there.
Wow. So upscaling is key to getting that professional look. Is it just making it bigger or what?
It's not just size, it's detail. It makes the video sharper. You see the little things that make it realistic, like going from standard definition to high def, but way better.
So that's the secret sauce, to make AI video cinematic. That's fascinating.
It really is. And it shows that AI makes the basics, but you need things like upscaling to get that final polished look.
So how does the AI even get what we want it to make? Is it like magic?
Not magic, but kinda. It's all about tech, like CLIP. That's contrastive language image pre-training. It helps the AI understand visual stuff.
Wait, CLIP, didn't we talk about that with AI images? So it works for video too?
Yep. It connects words and visuals. It gets that a lone astronaut gazing at a red planet should be a video with those things in it.
So it actually connects words to what they look like.
Wow.
How does it go from that to making the video?
That's where it gets more technical. One source mentions Stable Diffusion. It's an AI model that makes images from, noise. It uses text prompts to guide it, taking a messy bunch of visual stuff and shaping it into an image based on what the AI learned from the text.
That might be a bit much for some listeners. Do they need to know all this technical stuff?
If you just want to use the tools, probably not. But if you want to dive deeper, knowing this stuff can be really cool. It's like knowing how a car engine works. You don't need to be a mechanic to drive, but it helps you appreciate it more.
I like that. So we've got these tools, these powerful AIs, amazing visuals. But are there limits? Is it all perfect?
Well, it's early, right? There are definitely challenges. The sources mention these things called hallucinations, where the AI adds things to the video that weren't in the prompt. It's being extra creative, which can make things inconsistent.
So the AI is going off script, getting a bit too artsy.
Yeah, something like that. It shows it's still being developed. Another challenge is keeping things consistent, like the lighting and stuff, and preventing distortion, especially with faces.
That's important because faces need to look right, especially for that realistic cinematic look. Are there other companies besides Runway and Minimax doing AI video?
There are others, each with good and bad points. Luma AI, for example, they have this Dream Machine tool. It makes really good videos, especially with movement, but sometimes you get those hallucinations.
So Luma is good at some things, but maybe not as consistent as Runway.
Yeah, it depends what you need. Some tools are better for some types of videos. Others are better for other things. You gotta know the strengths and weaknesses of each one. Yeah, it's like everything's changing so fast, it's hard to keep up.
So much potential, but it also feels like we're in, uncharted territory,
Mm-hmm.
How is this changing things? It's like for filmmakers, YouTubers like me, even advertisers.
The possibilities are crazy. One source talked about how AI is already making shots more consistent, so filmmakers can tell better stories without spending a ton of money.
They mentioned a filmmaker who used Runway Gen 3 to make sure a character looked the same in every shot. It's like having a robot continuity supervisor, making sure everything looks right.
That's a great example. It shows how AI can help filmmakers focus on being creative without getting bogged down by technical stuff.
And it's not just about copying reality, right? Imagine making completely new worlds and characters, pushing visual storytelling in ways we haven't even thought of.
The potential for animation, VR, even games is huge. AI could be the ultimate tool for making worlds, creating these immersive experiences that blur the lines between real and fake.
It's like a digital canvas with no limits, and AI is your partner.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but also a little scary. What happens when AI can not only make visuals, but also help with the story, write scripts, even make music?
That's a really interesting question. We might be moving towards AI being a real collaborator, working with human artists and writers.
So it helps human creativity instead of replacing it. Like a digital muse giving you new ideas and pushing the limits.
Yeah, I like that. And like any collaboration, you got to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. AI might be great at visuals or exploring different stories, but it's still humans who guide the process and give it meaning and emotion.
It's a partnership, not a takeover. That makes me feel better. But with any new tech, there are downsides, right? What are some of the worries about AI video generation?
One big worry is misuse. Imagine making super realistic deepfakes, videos that are so real they could be used to spread lies or manipulate people.
That's scary, especially now with all the fake news and stuff online. It's like giving bad people a new way to trick and manipulate us.
And it's not just about people doing bad things on purpose. Even if the AI makes a mistake or has biases, it could make misleading content.
It's a double-edged sword then. We have this amazing tech that can revolutionize storytelling, but it can also be used for bad. What can we do about that?
It's a tough question. No easy answers. We need to talk about the ethical side of AI, not just for video, but for everything.
So it's not just tech, it's a problem for society. We need to figure out how to use AI's power, but also protect ourselves from its bad side.
Exactly. We all need to do our part. Developers need to build AI systems that are ethical, policymakers need to make rules for responsible use, and we need to be aware of the risks and learn how to tell if something's real or fake online.
It's like we need new digital skills to deal with all this, especially when seeing isn't believing anymore.
Totally. It's about being skeptical, knowing that tech can be used to trick us, and checking things before we believe them.
It sounds like we need to be even more careful than before as AI gets better and better. But let's not forget the good things it can do, right?
Of course. We talked about filmmakers, but what about education, marketing, even science? AI could change how we learn and share information.
Like making educational videos that are perfect for each student, or ads that are personalized and interesting. So many possibilities.
It's a really exciting time. We're seeing this revolution happen right now, but we got to be excited and careful at the same time.
Yeah, it feels like we're at the edge of something brand new, and AI is like leading the way.
And just like any new frontier, there's that mix of excitement and like being a little scared, or drawn to the possibilities, but also aware of the dangers. Right?
It's definitely a balancing act for sure.
Yeah.
Embracing the power, but also knowing its limits and where things could go wrong.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to understand not just what AI can do, but like the tech behind it, how it all works.
Right. We've talked about tools like Runway Gen 3 and Luma's Dream Machine, but what's going on under the hood? What are the building blocks of all this?
It's a super interesting mix of computer science, math, even a little neuroscience. We talked about CLIP, but there's a whole bunch of tech working together to make AI video happen.
Like all these algorithms working together to make something amazing. What else is in this, like tech orchestra?
Well, there are things like convolutional neural networks. Those are like the AI's eyes, letting it see and understand visual stuff. Then you've got attention mechanisms. Those help the AI focus on the important parts of an image or video, kind of like our brains do.
So it's not just processing data, it's understanding it, seeing patterns, making connections.
Yeah.
Like a human would.
Yeah, exactly. And as this tech keeps getting better, AI will get even better at understanding and using visual information.
It's crazy to think where we'll be in a few years. Will we have AI that can make whole movies with the story, characters, special effects? Will we even need, like, human filmmakers anymore?
Now, that's a question that gets people talking. Some people think AI will be able to make real art on its own, while others say human creativity will always be needed.
It's that classic man versus machine thing, but for creativity. Where do you stand on that?
I think AI can be an amazing tool for creative people, not a replacement. Think about it. AI could help with storyboarding, visual effects, even music, so human artists can focus on the story itself, the emotion of it all.
So we work with AI, not fear it. It becomes our partner in creating.
Exactly. It's finding the right balance, using the best of AI and human intelligence to make something incredible.
That's exciting. And this isn't just for movies, right? What about other areas?
Endless possibilities. Imagine AI making custom educational videos for each student, or using it to create simulations for science or training for different jobs.
It's like AI is unlocking new human potential, letting us explore and create in ways we never thought of.
And we're just getting started. As AI evolves, we'll see even more amazing things, changing how we work, learn, interact with the world.
It's an amazing journey for sure.
And every journey needs a good guide. That's where resources like Ian Ochieng's YouTube channel come in, Ian Ochieng AI. He's got great tutorials and info about AI, especially for video generation.
I'll second that. If you want to learn more, definitely check out Ian's channel. And of course, stick with the Before AGI podcast for more deep dives into AI and how it's changing our lives.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep using your imagination.
The future of AI is up to us. It's our job to shape it in a good and creative way. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.